Hello, grade 6. Today we're gonna now revise for our class test in math. Let's start now with the question number 1. Estimate, find the quotient here. The first step here, what do we have? We have to divide 23,940 by 28. The first step, as I told you before, you have first to estimate 28 by the compatible number. Okay, I will remind you now what you have to do, then I will ask any girl to help me. So 28 now, I will estimate it now to be 30 by the compatible numbers. And after that, I will ask myself, how can I estimate to 23,940 to a number that is close it to 23,940 and can be divided by 30. When I think about it, I will find that the number will be 24,000. After that, I will divide now 24,000 by 30. 24 divided by 30, I cannot. So now I will divide 240. 240 divided by 30, it's 8. 8 times 0, 0. And 8 times 3, it's 24. Then, what do we have here? We have a 0. This 0, since my remainder here is 0, so I gonna now take this 0 and write it up. And this 0 too, I wanna write it up. While I add these two zeros up, because my remainder here is 0, so that means if I added the 0, it doesn't matter. I have to put them up. So now my quotient of dividing 24,000 into 30 is 800. Then now after that here, why I estimate? I estimate because I want to take this 8 and put it up. So my estimation can help me now to let me know from which digit shall I start. It tells me that you have to start from a number 8. Then after that now, I will multiply 8 times 28. First, 8 times 8, it's 64. Let's remember now, 64. We have to write the 4 down. And then the 6 up. Then, after that, we're gonna now multiply 8 by the tens now. 8 times 2, 16, plus 6, 22. So I will write down here now 22. Then I will subtract. 9 minus 4 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. Yes?
Which page?
Because this is a revision sheet.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Why did we add the 4 at the hundreds place, not at the tens?
This 4 you mean?
Yes.
Because here, if you're gonna look at 23, can you divide 23 and 28?
No.
No, you will divide 239. So that's why I wrote 4 under it.
Okay.
Yeah, then now. So here now the remainder is 15. Then what you have to do next now?
From where you brought 4?
Miss 8 times 8. Please, girls, focus with me. 8 times 8 is 64. I will repeat it now.
Yeah.
From the estimation, I said that the number that I have to start with is 8. 8 times 8 is 64. I have to write the 4 down, the 1s down, and the 10s up. Then 8 times 2, 16 plus 6, 22.
22.
Then after multiplying, I will subtract. 9 minus 4 is 5, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Then after that, we are gonna now add 4. 154 over 28. Who can tell me how many 28 in 154?
Do 2.
No, not
But
2. Raise it. Give me greater than 2.
Miss, how about try by 5?
Let's try 5. Okay. 5 times 8.
5 times 8 equals 40.
40. 0 down, 4 up. 5 times 2.
5 times 2 equals 10.
Plus 4.
Plus 14.
14. Bravo.
14.
Then now we will subtract. 4 minus 0.
4.
5 minus 4. 1. So the remainder here is 1 is 14. Then what do you have to do next now?
We have to put down the 0.
Put down the 0. Bravo.
0, so it's 140. And then we multiply, we did minus, we added by 5.
Bravo. 140 divided by 28 is 5. 5 times 8 is 40. And then 5 times 2 is 10 plus 4, 14. So now what is the quotient of dividing 23,940 over 28?
It's 855.
855. Bravo.
But teacher, it's still complicated in my mind.
Why?
Can't do it so well.
Why? What's the exactly your problem?
Miss, but I have a question. No, this I always have a problem with the dog division. Unless, for example, when we do the estimation and the answer is and the answer turns out to be 0, but the quotient is like a number. Do we still have to do the long division that's after?
Sorry, can you give me an example, please?
Okay, wait. Can I have a question?
Yes. Just 1 minute, please. After if she finished, I'm waiting here a question.
Sure. Okay. An example. We have 26 divide 11,050.
11,050 like this.
And the answer, remember, when we estimate, there's no remainder, just a quotient. What do we do here? Do we still do the long division after it?
So wait a lot. We have 1,115 divided by what?
No, it's 11,000 divided by 11,050 divided by 26.
50, not 15. Okay. Divide by 26. Okay. Now here, what you have to do first? You have to estimate. Let's make it 55 as an example, and 1,150. Let's make it like 1,500. 1,200 as an example. Now 120 over 25.
120.
Let's say now
Because I did it
105. 4.
way. I did it with
4. It's okay. It's okay.
500.
So 100 here is the remainder. So we have 2, 0. Then we add another 0. 200 over 25. It's 6. Yeah, 200. So that's mean here my first digit is 4. So you're gonna now write 4. Then now 4 times 6 is 24.
24.
Yeah. Then 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10. So now the remainder here is 11. Then you will add 0. Then now 110 over 26. Let's think about 5. No, let's try number 4. 4 times 6, 24. 4 times 2,
24.
8 plus 2,
8.
10. So the remainder is 6 here. So how can I write the answer? Or how can I write the quotient? I will say 44, remainder 6. Or I can write as a fraction. I will say 44 and 6 over 26. So here, as you see, we have 2 ways. I told you before, we have 2 ways to write the remainder. Here, the 2 ways are, I will repeat them now. First of all, you can write the answer, the quotient, which is 44. R means remainder 6. Or in another way, you can write 44 and then write the remainder as a fraction. I mean, what is the remainder here? It's 6. As a fraction, I mean I need a denominator, which is now 26. And since now I can simplify it, I will say divide by 2 is 3, divide by 2 is 13. So the answer is 44 with a remainder of 3 over 13. Got it?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss.
Now you are welcome. Who wants to ask me? Yes, Rodina.
I still haven't understand why we estimated to be bigger or smaller than the number, because my dad showed me other way.
Yeah, you have many ways. You can solve it directly without estimating, but the estimation help you. If you can solve it without estimation, there isn't any problem.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah. Let's go now to the second one. Here, what do we have? We have 43,497 divided by 81. The first step you have to do that you're gonna now estimate the divisor, which is 81 by the compatible numbers. So here the 81, I can write it as 80. Now first, who can help me? Yes, Julie. Yalla, Julie. So here 81, it comes as 80. Then 43,497. How can you estimate it?
I want maybe 43,500. 43,500.
What about 44? Yes. What do you want? Now see, I want you now to find a number or to estimate this number that can be divided by 80 and close it to 40,497.
It's I think it's 43,500.
43,500. Okay.
Yes.
Then
I'm gonna take 435 and divide them with 80. What? Yes.
So
Wait a second.
now what you have to do, see, all of you please focus with me. Just put your hand, here I want to divide 435. Put your hand on first digit and put your hand here on the first digit. What do you have in remain? You have 43 and 8. If you divide 43 over 8, what is the closest number that you multiply to 8 and you get a number, the product is near 43?
8 multiplied 5. 8 multiplied 5.
Bravo, 5. So here I will write 5. Then 5 times 0.
0.
5 times 8.
40.
40. Then let's start. Let's subtract.
5. No. Yes. 4. No, 3 and 0.
Bravo. And then what you have to do next?
Put the 0 down.
Put the 0 down. Then 350 over 80.
350 over 80. I don't know. Wait a second.
Let's try number 4.
No, give me. No, that's not the best thing.
Let's see here. As I told you before. See. As I told you before. Put your hand on the first digit of 350. Okay, cover it with your hand.
Yes.
And on the first digit of the divisor. So what do you have here? You have 35 over 80. How many 8 in 35?
Yes. 4.
4, bravo. So now 4. 4 times 0.
4 times 0, 0.
And 4 times 8.
40. No, 30. 32.
32, bravo. Then
0.
0.
And then 3. And then 0.
Bravo. Then, did I finish?
No, you have to put the 0 down.
Bravo. We have to put the 0 down. So then, 300 over 80.
Then I have to, yes, I have to cover the 0, the first 0, and I have to cover the 0 at the 80.
Bravo. So,
we will have 30 and 8. What is the closest thing? 4.
4, it's 32.
No, it has to be less.
Less than 4, so it's gonna be?
So it's gonna be 3.
3, bravo. 3 times 0.
3 times 0, 0.
And 3 times 8.
3 times 8 equals 24.
24.
0.
And the remainder is 6.
Yes.
Now,
Sorry.
why I estimated now? I gonna now take the first digit, which is 5, in order to start
Which is 5.
my division.
Teacher, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Like, why did we make all of this if we directly found that the first digit is 5? Why did we complete? Because we knew that the first digit is 5. Why did we complete?
Yeah, this is, you can also do it. You can take only the 5 digit and start your question. Or you start your division problem without completing. So now I will take number 5. Now all of you, do you know why I take number 5? Why I took number 5? Yes, I will take, I'll talk the first, then now. Yes, Rodina. Or
5 multiplied 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 times 1?
What, teacher?
5 times 1?
5 times 1, 5.
5. And then 5 times 8?
40.
40. Now,
okay, 405. Now 4 and 5. It doesn't work. Minus 4 and 5.
So 4 is gonna be?
Yes. 4 is gonna take 1 from the 3, and it's gonna be 5, so it's gonna be 0.
So here the 4 is gonna be 14, and the 3 it will be 2.
Teacher, 1. We could get 1 for the 4, so it could be 4. Why is it 14?
You don't give 1. You give 110. That's 110. So it will be 14.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Now then.
Check.
14
Is
minus
the 14 minus
5.
14 minus 5 is 9.
9. And 2 minus 0.
Is 0.
2 minus 0. 0 or 2?
2.
2.
2.
Okay. Then what you have to do next? Now, thank you. Let's choose
Can I answer with you?
Yes, Jana Muhammad. Yalla. Jana?
Yes.
Yes, Jana, please. What you have to do next now?
We have, because the 3 came to 2, we have to take from the 4, and it will be 12, and the 4 will be 3.
Okay, and the remainder here is 29. Then what you have to do next?
We're gonna put the 9 down.
Yeah, bravo. So what do we have now? We have 299 divided by 81. How many 81 in 299? As I told you before, just cover number 9 and number 1. 29 over 8.
29 over 8, it could be 3.
3, bravo. So now I will write 3. Then 3 times 1.
3 times 1 equals 3.
And 3 times 8.
3 times 8 equals 24.
24. Then what you have to do next?
We're gonna minus.
Minus, bravo. 9 minus 3.
9 minus 3, it's equal to 6.
6. And 9 minus 4.
And 9 minus 4, it will equal to 5.
5. Bravo. Then what you have to do next?
Gonna complete.
Complete. So what are you gonna add?
7.
7. Bravo. Then 567 divided by 81.
567. Okay. First thing, we're gonna multiply the 7 with 1. It will get 7.
So 7. 7 times 1,
Yeah.
7. And then 7 times 8.
7 times 8 equals 56.
56. Bravo. And what is the remainder here? 0. So the quotient of dividing 43,497 into 81 is 537. Now, do you have any question?
Now it looked like easy.
Now, let's go to question number 2. Let's choose Rinad. Rinad? Yes, Rinad. Here, what do we have? We have 132. And I want you now to factorize it into prime numbers. Now, give me 2 numbers. When you multiply them, you get 132. Now, see, I will give you a hint. Now, all of you, did you remember the divisibility rule? That if the numbers, if the number starts with even, or if the first digit is even, so that means the number can't be divided by 2. If you add, and if you add the digits and their summation is a multiply of 3, So that means the number can be divided by 3. So look at the first one here. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 1, 6. S6 is a multiply of 3.
6.
S6 is a multiply of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's mean 132, since it's the summation of their digits is 6, which is a multiply of 3. So that's mean 132 can be divided by 3. Got it now?
Teacher, will you play at school tomorrow?
Sorry? Excuse me, can you repeat?
She's asking if we'll be at school tomorrow.
Yeah, I will see you.
Teacher, I don't really understand the lesson, so like, can you like the lesson for the long division, because I'm not really good at long division, so it's a little bit hard for me.
No, miss, it's easy, but just practice. Math need practice. Don't solve only 1 or 2 questions. You need to solve 10, 20 problems in order to understand or can solve any type of division easily. You need to practice in prime factorization or at least common multiple or on division. Solve a lot of questions as much as possible.
Miss, do you know that I do math for fun? I'm so used to math because my dad used to give me 20 questions of math a day.
This is what you have to do. You have to practice a lot in order to get math easily. Yeah, let's continue, please. Here, what do we have? We have 132 over, and we said that one of the factors 132 is 3. Now, yeah, let's continue, Rinat. What's the second factor will be? Let's divide here. 132 over 3. Yes, Rinat, 13 over 3. Rinat? Rinat?
It's the right answer.
What's she? Okay. يلا رودينا. Okay. 132.
That's the answer.
132 over 3.
132 over 3.
Here.
3 divided by 3 equal 1.
No, I said 13 over 3.
The 13. There is not 13 until 3. And there is 12 by 4.
Bravo. So 4. 4 times 3.
12.
12. Then the remainder is 1. And what you have to do next? 12 over 3. 4. So now the second or the other factor that you multiplied by 3 and get 132 is 44. Then give me 2 factors. When you multiply them, you get 44. And one of them is prime. I mean here is 2. You have to put 2 or 4, 2 or 3, or 5, or 7. But since 44 is started, or its first digit is even, so it's divided by 2. So 44 is has 2 factors. One of them is 2. What will be the second one?
The second one. I should remember when multiplied by 2 will give me 44.
Yes, exactly. Sorry?
22.
Bravo, 22. Now, give me 2 factors. When you multiply them, you get 22.
11.
11
No,
and? Yeah,
11 and 2.
And 2. So the prime factorization of 132 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 11. Thank you, Rodina. Now,
Teacher,
yes?
Mama say her microphone not opening.
It's okay.
Teacher, can I answer?
Excuse me, what did you say?
Rina, her microphone not
Oh,
opening.
it's okay. Now, number 3, 54, Mariam.
Teacher, can I answer? I'm Rima.
Please, Mariam. After Mariam, I will ask you. Mariam? Mariam?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Mariam.
Yeah.
Here we have 54. Okay, I want you now to give me two factors. When you multiply them, you get 54, and one of them is a prime number.
54. Okay, one of them. We have 8 times 6.
8 and 6? No, it's 48. So see, Mariam. Grade 6, all of you, please focus with me. Now see, Mariam. Look at 54. What is the first digit of it?
It's 5.
It's 4. Is it even or odd?
It's even.
So since it's even, so that means I can divide it by 2. That's it. Did you see how it can help me?
Yes.
So 54, one of its factor is 2. What will be now the second factor?
27.
27, thank you. Now then, give me two factors, you multiply them, you get 27.
3 and 9.
3 and 9, bravo. And then 9, two factors, you get 9.
And 3 and 3.
Bravo. So 54 now is?
It's 2 times 3 times 3 times 3.
Thank you so much, Mariam. Good job. Do you have any question here?
No, teacher.
Thank you. Yeah, let's go now to question number 3. 5.
Let's finish writing. Can I go back a little bit? Let's finish it. Question 2. Number 2 didn't finish it. Didn't make it.
I noticed there's no time, so I need to go to the least common multiple. Then I will send you now the answer key of these worksheets. So you're gonna practice and see the correct answer.
Okay. Teacher, tomorrow in the weekly plan, it's written that tomorrow you make the worksheet. So tomorrow, what's your name?
No, miss. I wrote that on Tuesday we have a revision, the second period. The third period, we have to continue our lesson, which is the greatest common factor.
Oh, I thought that we have a revision for the test.
No, this is our revision today. Now, did you finish writing?
So,
Okay, yeah, let's go now to question number 3. Here, what do we have? I asked you now to find the least common multiple for each number pair, 3 and 30. Now, without solving mentally, who can tell me what is the least common multiple of 3 and 30?
teacher, can I?
Yes, please. Mentally, without solving it.
Yeah. It's 30.
Why,
Rimas?
Because if you multiply 3 with 10, it equals 30. And if you multiply 30 with 1, it equals 30.
Thank you, Rimas. You have a +1 mark because 3 is, it has an, oh, 30, sorry, it is a multiple of 3. And as I told you yesterday, if 30, if we have two numbers and one of them is a multiple of the second one, so the least common multiple will be the same number. So here for 3 and 30, since 30 is a multiple of 3, So that's mean without solving it, the least common multiple will be 30. This is mental. If you want to solve it as we know before, you can. Yeah, now let's start solve number 2 now. Who wants to help me?
Miss, can I answer? I'm Jenna Mutler.
Yes, Jana.
Miss, me, I'm Judy. Can I?
First, I want Jana, please. Yalla, Jana. 120 and 4.
120 and 4.
What do you prefer to use? Which method? By writing the multiples or the prime factorization?
Writing the multiples.
Okay, so here we have 4 and 120. Yeah, what are the multiples of 4?
We have 4, we have 8, we have 12. We have
16.
yes, and 16 and 20 and 24. And
28.
and 32.
32. 36. Just add 4.
Oh, okay. And we have 40 and 44 and 48.
52.
Oh,
56.
60.
It's so you need to write a lot of sorry.
60.
So you need to write a lot of multiples to reach 120. Can you try the prime factorization? I think it will be easy.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I think it will be easier than writing the multiples. Here we have 4 and 120. Now give me 2 factors. When you multiply them, you get 4.
We have 2 by 2.
2 by 2. And 120.
12 by 10.
12 by 10. Thank you. Then 2 factors, you multiply them, you get 12.
6 by 2.
6 by 2. And then 6. 3 by 2.
3 by 2.
Now for 10.
We can try 1 by 10.
No, 5 by 2. It's better.
Okay, 5 by 2.
So now, what are the factors of 4? They are 2
2.
times 2. And what are the factors of 120? They are
We have 2, 5, 2, 3,
2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Then what you have to do next?
We have to pick out the least common multiple. We have to pick out the
So first you have to find the common one. Which is the common? What are the
2.
common? They are 2 and 2. So I have to say 2 times 2. Then I will take now the non-common. Is it right?
Yes.
Which is 2 times 3 times 5. Then 2 times 2.
2 times 2, 4.
4. And 2 times 3.
2 times 3 is 6.
6 times 5.
30.
30. Then 30 times 4.
30 times 4.
Yeah.
Wait. It's 120.
120. Bravo. So the least common multiple of 120 and 4 is 120. Is it clear?
Yes, miss. Yeah.
Okay. Now, we don't have a lot of time, but let's solve number 3. Okay, we have only 1 minute left. So let's solve number 3, 4 and 15. Who can help me?
Miss, it was Judy's turn. You said when I finished, it was Judy's turn.
Judy, did
Teacher,
you?
can you be after Judy? I'm Jenna. Yes, teacher.
Wait, I only want to solve one question. So, Julie, did you solve today?
Yes, I did.
And Jenna? Yes,
Yes, I
think.
did.
Yeah. Another one. I want another one.
Teacher.
Yes? Laura?
Teacher, choose Jumana. She did not.
Where's Jumana? I didn't see her name.
She's in the class.
Jumana? Where is it?
Yes.
Where is she? Jumana, are you here?
Oh, she has a problem in her mind. Teacher, hello?
Yes, Jumana.
She's
Here. Yes, Jumana, I'm hearing you now.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah. Here we have 4 and 15.
Yeah. I will list the multiples.
Okay. What are the multiples of 4?
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24.
30.
Yeah.
لا, sorry, 28.
Yeah, 28 and then 32. Let's stop here.
Stop here. Why?
Or
Let's continue. 36.
let's put 36 and then 40.
And then 44. And then 48. 52. 56. 60.
Okay.
Now for 15.
15 is 15, 30, 45,
And
and 60.
60. Do we have a least common multiple here?
Yeah, this is 60.
60. Bravo. So what is the least common multiple here?
60.
60. Thank you so much, Jumana. Is it clear? Do you have any question?